What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morse. Welcome to my YouTube channel all about tech reviews, how-tos, and tutorials. Today is all about the Samsung 2020 Unpacked event, which happened right here in San Francisco. Now, unfortunately, your girl was not there at the event floor, so I was not able to get my own hands-on content, but that does not mean that I don't have any hands-on content for you. I actually had 3 friends that were there on the show floor who provided me with tons of video material that I can show you so that I'm not just stuck with what we already saw on the live stream. Because, you know, you really want to see the product close up and see what it actually looks like. So I do have some footage to share with you, thanks to 3 of my incredible friends: Justin from How To Geek, Myriam from Mobile Tech Podcast, and Jeff from El Jefe Reviews. I'll put all of their links down below, so make sure to tweet them and tell them thank you as well, because if it weren't for them, then I would not have this amazing close-up and gorgeous footage of all of these different devices. So let's get right into the Samsung Unpacked event, because I have tons to share with you, and I don't want this video to be super long because I need to get it out like today, because this is the day that it happened. So the first thing that we got to see is the Galaxy Z Flip. This is a brand new device that has been leaked like crazy from Samsung. This one has a covered display that shows the clock, and then it flips out so you can see this 6.7-inch screen with very small bezels on the sides. Comes in 3 different colors. There's mirror purple, mirror black, and mirror gold, which will be limited. And you can use that cover screen as a viewfinder to take pictures while it's closed. It will also show you notifications so that when you have it closed all the way, you aren't fully limited. You can still get notifications, you can still use that camera that is facing outwards. This thing has ultra thin glass. They say that it can fold up to 200,000 times. Now, if you are an average person who uses your phone somewhere between 50 times and 100 times per day, that's how many times most people check their phones. That sounds crazy, but it's true. Then if you are flipping out your phone and the total life cycle of this phone is 200,000 folds, then that means it should last at least 3 to 5 years, given you are opening and closing it. By my estimate, who's to know if that's actually to be determined? I guess we will find out. This thing does have a hole punch camera in the foldable display, which is a first. It also comes with YouTube Premium on the phone, and it has this flex mode. So this is a freestop hinge, which means it can open to a specific degrees, and apps will automatically adjust so that you can prop the phone up folded halfway. It kind of reminds me of like a really small miniature laptop in a sense, in that you can have something down at the bottom, like if you want to type on it, and you can also view something at the top. It also has a hideaway hinge. This is newly designed. It's supposed to keep dust from getting under the display with this fiber shield technology that Samsung built in. We will see how this actually works in the real world. It looks really nice from their videos, but of course, that's not real world. So I'm excited to see how this will actually work once you get hands-on and you're using it for a few months. I didn't notice any really big flaws with the display from the videos that I received. Does it look that amazing in person? That's also yet to be determined. We got prices on this February 14th, and it will be $1,380. Now, they are also coming out with this Tom Brown collaboration version, and I'm not super excited about it because that's not my aesthetic, obviously. So I'm just gonna skip over that and go over to the S20 line. Drew Blackard came onto the stage. He gave us some information about using artificial intelligence to use SmartThings to enable privacy on the phone and also work with AI and the camera. And I quote, "Quality is king." That's what they said during the show. The default camera in the S20 line is 64 megapixels for all of the S20s. You also get 30 times zoom, which they are calling space zoom, and this also uses AI to give you the best of the best. Single take is also an AI integration for the camera, and this includes multiple options whenever you take a single shot with all of those lenses. So you can get like a slowed down version, you can get a panorama shot or a zoomed in shot all at once. They also group photos with artificial intelligence and allow for customizable organization in your applications. They were also really touting the fact that 8K TV technology is now going mobile, and you can record 8K on your mobile device, your smartphone, your S20 phone. It sounds really cool, right? But nobody has the ability to consume content in 8K. So we're moving so quickly to have 8K in a smartphone device, which is also going to take up a lot of storage really, really fast if you are recording in 8K. But we aren't quite there with the rest of our screens and displays. Yes, there is 8K availability on the market now, but for like a 55-inch TV from Samsung, it's $2,500 plus tax. So that's of course at the time of recording. So I feel like we're future-proofing, yes, but I'm not excited about recording 8K on my smartphone. Maybe I should be because I do like to future-proof, but I'm not there because I know that nobody's going to consume that content in that way yet. You can also use Pro mode to adjust DSLR settings. Stabilization is built in. None of this is new. They also have an all-day battery, and the battery specs are available on their website. I'm not going to list them here. And you can also get up to 1.5 terabytes with a micro SD card. So given that they want to record in 8K, that might be very, very useful. And that's going to be available on all three of the models. But then we got some talking about the Ultra. It's the S20 Ultra. This thing is huge, but it also comes with some really interesting photographer technology. So this one has a 108 megapixel camera. Honestly, I feel like that is not needed for most people. If you are just viewing photos on Facebook or Instagram and you are not doing professional work with your photography, if you're not selling digital photos that you're taking from your digital phone, there's not really a reason to go up to 108 megapixels. Given that 64 megapixels is available on all of them, I would say save the money and go with one of the cheaper models, because that's only great if you're going to print out a gigantic poster of your digital photography. That's when megapixels matter. If you are not intending to print out gigantic photos where you don't want pixelations to occur, then you don't need hecka megapixels. That's just the way that it works. Now, they also mentioned that this means you get great low light with 9:1 pixel binning. That means 3 times more light in every image. Whether or not this can compare to night mode on the Pixel line or on the iPhones, that's yet to be determined as well. We haven't seen any test shots showing the night technology that's built into the S20s. The zoom functionality on the Ultra is interesting. I'll say interesting, yeah. So it comes with this thing called a folded lens. That's some Samsung technology, which allows you to get this really crazy zoom up to 100 times zoom, which is kind of unheard of. Actually, it is unheard of when it comes to a smartphone. But their example showing Alcatraz and then showing the Palace of Fine Arts from one of my favorite spots to take pictures of the Golden Gate Bridge was it looked really bad. It just looked like a blob, like a grainy, textured blob, and I was not impressed with it. I really wasn't. I mean, honestly, I didn't think I would be, because I feel like nothing actually replaces a zoom on a real physical lens or optical zoom. So having this kind of technology is cool, but I would never use it. I would never use 100 times zoom. It does not look good enough that I would be like, check out this thing that's super far away. It might be a UFO or might not, who knows, because it's too grainy, you know? Lastly, from David S. Park, we did get some information when he came up on stage about some specs. The display is faster, although it is on par with something like the ROG phone. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. There's also LPDDR5 up to 16 gigs of RAM, which means you get 30% faster data processing speeds. Now, I know you're interested in the release dates and the price. So everything, March 6th, $999 for the S20. The S20 Plus is $1199, and then $1399 for the S20 Ultra. The S10 also got reduced pricing, so you see $599, $749, and $849 are the new prices for those. Lastly, I wanted to mention the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, a lot of people were like, these are gonna come free with your phone when you pre-order, and it looks like that's not the case, although maybe they may introduce that when they actually open up the pre-orders later this week on February 14th, but currently it looks like they're giving you a $150 credit for the Samsung store, and they're not including the Galaxy Buds Plus as a freebie add-on for the phones. However, they might change that up after I record this video, so we shall see. These include a tweeter and a woofer, and they have 40% larger speakers. They do have a partnership with Spotify, so you can like one long press on one of the Galaxy Buds Plus and get recommended songs. I'm not sure how exactly that will work, but that's something I could check out in a review. They also have 3 mics built in for better clarity and enhanced ambient sound for awareness of your surroundings. They also have quick switching from paired devices, which can actually be very useful if you're familiar with Bluetooth devices. A lot of times it's irritating to switch back and forth between all of your different Bluetooth enabled devices so that you can pair with the correct one. Now these Galaxy Buds Plus are going to be $149. And they will be available on February 14th as well. They do look very pretty. I really like the white color. They are super shiny and prismatic, and I love prism anything. So again, I wanted to thank Justin, Jeff, and Myriam for their content. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much to each of you, and definitely check out their YouTube channels and their Twitter links down below. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to those as well, because they are all awesome people, super friendly, and I love it whenever I'm able to meet up with them because they are all such good-hearted people. I love our technology community on YouTube because all of us are friendly, we're out there, we're willing to help each other, and that's something that I think is very important with a community. So thanks y'all, I appreciate it. If you have any questions about the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event or any questions about the new devices, definitely let me know down below because I have been doing a lot of research. I actually ended up going ahead and reserving for a pre-order of the S20 Plus in Cloud Blue, I think is what I ended up deciding to go with. Unless I switch it up like when the flip ends up going out. I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get both. We'll see. I just want to make sure I'm getting the reviews that you expect for my YouTube channel. So of course, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and go subscribe to my friends because they're all amazing. Thank you so much to my s'mores for watching. I'm Shannon Morse, and I will see you next time. Bye!